What is going on, everybody? It's Dictator Shadow here, and welcome to a brand new episode of the full Dremel walkthrough guide. In today's episode, we are getting so much stuff that I can't even remember it off the top of my head, so I'm gonna leave it to me editing this video to add some elevator music and put a list on screen right now. So yeah, we are covering a lot of ground today, and I'm over here in Fort Namaj because I need to upgrade my boots real quick. And there we go. Now we got chainmail. So yeah, you need diamonds, gold, and lapis to make the chainmail boots, and to make the iron boots, you need glowstone and diamonds. So yeah, there is this little cross section out in front of Fort Namaj, and there is a sign that says to Casai and Merijool, and we are going to take that path, so just walk down it until the path fades out. Going down the path, you will see a pillager camp. Raid it if you want. I'm going to real quick, but just be careful, it is pretty dangerous. Oh, and as I was raiding, look what I found. Bell, like the one you should ring below after subscribing to my channel. Okay, let's keep going. So once the path starts fading out, I usually say follow the natural landscape, but there are a lot of hills in the way, and it's a little bit confusing, so do your best, keep going northwest, and just go to those coordinates that are on screen right now. Once you got to those coordinates, you will find a more stone path, and once you go down here, there is this little fort here. And I'm going to put on the Avsom coal, because it's way better to show you from the other side than from the rear. So you get the achievement The Wall of the West, and that is because there's a huge wall, an absolutely massive wall, with a bunch of pillagers guarding it, and there's craters down here, and it looks like there is an entire war zone, and it's pretty cool. You can loot the Wall of the West if you want. There is some good stuff up there, but there are no legendary weapons, and so I don't really need to loot it, so I'm just going to continue going on the path. You will arrive at a cross section here on the path, and there are signs leading to many different places, to Ebonrun and Athrah, and then one to Okeke. And those are the three towns we are going to today, and the other areas are just their towers and the biomes. So we're going to make our way over to Okeke, so follow the path, and you'll see a stone town in the distance. Welcome to Okeke. Yeah, Okeke is a really cool town. It has a few traders, few secret things to get. One thing you can get while you're here is a bell. Go down and subscribe, please. Ring the bell. Okay, but being more serious, there is actually a secret in Okeke, and it is pretty worthwhile to get, although less so in 1.16. If you go all the way... I nailed that. But if you go way to the top where the fountain is, you mine in that, and you get endless catch. Mending and Unbreaking 3. Not making. I'm dumb. Another useful secret item here is if you go to the Garden of Knowledge, there's a door to the left. Head inside and open this door, and there is a wither rose. But anyways, we've got a lot to do today, so we're going to leave Okeke, heading out the other entrance. Don't go out the same way you came in, go out the other way. And you're going to follow the river for a bit, and you will see on the north side of the river, the tower will render in here in just a sec. It's right over there. So yeah, as we're running up to it, coordinates are on screen now. This is the next tower. And this tower is a little bit different. It's like its own big building, and it's a lot more fun to explore than some of the other ones. You know, just fight your way through here, get stuff done, head on up. So yeah, whether you just towered up here or you went through the actual main building, just get on up here. And there's a cool little target block up here that triggers the water for you to get up to. And this is the tower for Merijool. 50% network link established. Vault security clearance granted. Citadel presence requested. Transmitting coordinates -2588-2220. For context, if you want to just do that right now, but I suggest you wait until next video, we're going to be doing that. Those coordinates are around that area, roughly speaking. So yeah, that was 50% of the towers, which means that in next episode, we will be going to that vault and getting all the stuff that is there. It is a really cool area. So yeah, stay tuned for that. But yeah, the next step is you want to go back to Okeke and go back to the crossroads, because we're going to head to Athrah, Casai, and Ebonrun next. Back over here at the main crossroads, we are going to... Back over here at the main crossroads, we are going to go to the sign that says Casai, Ebonrun, and Athrah. So just follow it for a little bit. Now, once you got to the path, there's another crossroads, and you can either head to Athrah or Ebonrun. But personally, I'm going to go to Athrah first because I want to end today at Ebonrun, because Ebonrun is the coolest place in my opinion, and we're going to save the best for last. So yeah, head to Athrah. The road starts to fade out around these coordinates, and it's kind of between the two cliffs. There's a valley here. Remember this area, because we will be coming back to it very shortly. Again, as the path fades out, you know what I'm going to say. Just follow the natural landscaping of the map. Follow the river especially. But right up here is our next tower. And this is the tower for Casai. And from the Casai tower, there's a big body of water here. Just head north over it, and that will lead to the city. Or you can just follow that path. Either one, just, you'll know when you see it. This is Athrah, the Jewel of Casai. And Athrah has some really good music and some really orange everything. I tell you one thing that isn't orange, it is actually yellow, and the other thing is red, and that is the bell that you should click, and the subscribe button that is red, and you should go check it down below. Okay, anyways, let's loot around and see what's going on. If you are playing this world long term, or you're playing with your friends or anything like that, this town has one of the most useful traders, and that is 4 gold for 1 emerald. So if you have a gold farm in the nether, you are pretty much set for life in terms of emeralds if you come here. But yeah, along the dock, there are a good amount of resources. So yeah, you know, do your thing, loot around, get all the stuff you need. And do you remember that valley I mentioned before to make sure you keep track of it? We are going to go back there to get our next area. So go on back to that valley where the path fades out, and I'll meet you there. Back on over here, you are going to head west in between the hills into the valley. There is a slight peninsula, and you're going to go to the tip of that, and then there's an island that I will meet you on. Headed through the valley, this is the peninsula, and there's the island. But anyways, if you are having trouble getting here, go to -355075 -1200. And this is the island, and in the entrance here, there's a big vault door with a whole bunch of TNT surrounding it, so I think you know what we have to do. Nice. Now, I advise some caution because there are actually some enemies in here. Or, well, there is a enemy in here. So just head on into the vault, go into the back, and there is this guy. Where is he? Okay, maybe he only spawns sometimes, or he's wandering around. But anyways, this is Ultva's Bowblade, and essentially it is just a bow that has sharpness and 8 attack damage. So it's kind of like a bow and... oh, there he is. It's kind of like a bow and a sword in one. And inside is the Lost Avzomic Soldier, and he does do a bit of damage, so be careful of him. And, you know, just shoot him. He's honestly not that strong. Ultva's Bowblade, while it doesn't give you the speed of Calamity, it is one of the more useful items in the game, as it is the only special bow in the entire game, which kind of sucks, because there's no special crossbow. But it is a very strong bow, and you can enchant it to be stronger. Anyways, our next destination will be the town of Ebonrun. So, do you remember that crossroads in the desert that leads to Athrah and Ebonrun? Go back there. Yep, here at the crossroads again. Coordinates are on screen if you need them. Just follow the sign to Ebonrun. Down the road, there's a huge wall here, and this wall is actually a ginormous dam. And so, you know, just head on up there. And on top of the wall, you can admire the great view before turning around and seeing Ebonrun, Children of Male. So yeah, this is just a normal town. Head around, explore, look for the trades. This one has some good trades as well, and you know, I almost missed it, but it is always by the signs and the maps, so bell, subscribe, please. But again, we don't really need anything in Ebonrun. This is just the location for it. So if you head to the back in the wall here, go through the gate and follow this tunnel for a little bit. Once you're outside of the tunnel, if you have your render distance turned up high enough, you will see this, and that is the beginning of the absolutely massive volcano that we are going to go to. But for now, head southeast, and you will begin to see that tower. And this is the tower for Mount Ebonfire. Or Mount Ebonfire. I don't know. What I do know, however, is that this is like my absolutely most favorite area in the entire game. and that is because it is just an absolutely massive volcano. And look, there's diamond ore on the surface. What's not to love about this area? I mean, I guess one thing not to love is the fact that it is a volcano and the terrain sucks and it's really hard to climb and there's lava and it's very deadly. But I mean, who cares when there's surface diamonds? This volcano is the site of our next legendary weapon, and sadly it is not in the lava itself, but it's around the rear, and no, it's not that. But yeah, anyways, if you head to these coordinates here, there's a mine. And you want to head inside the mine. And there's a spider trap, and there's a whole cave and all that, but you know, that's not really important. What you want to do is go down to the right here, and it's way down at the bottom. And we're going to go down there with dramatic entrance. But anyways, down here at the bottom of this mine shaft, coordinates are on screen now, is our next weapon. And that is Flammer. Well, it's actually not a weapon, it's a mining tool. And a Flammer is a legendary that has its own ability instead of a mythic. This hammer is able to mine multiple blocks at a time, which means that if you go here, okay, you can't use the ability right next to here. There's like some kind of spawn protection or something. It's kind of weird. But yeah, you can mine a 3x3 tunnel in the ground, and it gives you the drops for it. And sometimes it doesn't work. It's a little bit buggy. But yeah, everyone, that's all the time I have for today. I upload a new episode every 3 days, so if this video is 3 days old, be sure to check out the next episode. And write in the comments, what do you like more, Flammer or Ultva's Bowblade? I like both of them pretty equally. So yeah, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next episode. Have a good one.